Welcome to Build Wealth Logically. Your path to financial growth starts here. Calculate, invest, and grow.
Today, we're going to completely change how you think about solar power. Seriously, we're moving way beyond just buying some panels and hoping for the best. We're looking at how you can engineer a solar system that becomes a powerful financial asset for your home, especially for homeowners right here in Kenya. And it all starts with a really simple question about a bill you get every single month. I want you to really think about that for a second. That power bill that shows up like clockwork every month, we all just see it as a normal expense, right? But what if it's not? What if it's something more? Something that's actively draining your ability to build wealth. Let's actually look at the numbers, because they don't lie. Okay, check this out. For a pretty typical 3-bedroom home, maybe spending about 6,000 Kenyan shillings a month on power, this is what you'll end up paying over 20 years. 1.5 million shillings. Just gone. Poof. That isn't just an expense, my friend. That is a massive financial liability, actively eating away at your future. So yeah, let's just formally call it what it is. That bill is a liability. Now we're going to break down why the usual way people try to fix this problem often goes wrong, and then show you how we can do it so much better.
And here we go. This is the heart of the problem, and I bet this sounds familiar to some of you. You decide, okay, I'm going to go solar, and the first installer you talk to just throws out a big number. Oh, you need a 5-kilowatt system, or maybe even 10, and it's all based on nothing more than a wild guess. It's a total shot in the dark, and they're taking it with your hard-earned money.
So, this is the crucial takeaway right here. Building wealth is a logical process. You wouldn't guess with your investments in the stock market, would you? Of course not. So why on earth would you guess with an asset that's literally bolted to your roof? It's time to stop guessing and start engineering. Okay, so how do we make that switch? How do we go from guessing to engineering? Well, it all starts with finding what I call your magic number. This is all about figuring out what you actually need, not what someone just happens to want to sell you.
Nah, to find that number, we've got to hunt down the villains in our home's energy story, the load monsters. And look, we're not talking about your LED lights or your phone charger. We're talking about the big stuff. The appliances with heating elements, things that get hot or have these really powerful motors. These are the heavy hitters that can bring a poorly planned solar system to its knees.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. A big fridge might seem like a huge power hog because it runs 24/7, but look at the number. It's only pulling about 150 watts. But then compare that to the humble iron box. It spikes to a massive 1,000 watts. Wow! That spike, my friends, is a true solar killer. It's those moments of huge demand, not the constant low hum, that we have to engineer our system for.
So, after you do a proper load audit for a standard professional 3-bedroom home here in Kenya, you arrive at this. This is our magic number, 7 kilowatt hours. That is the amount of energy you need to generate and, more importantly, store every single day. Burn that number into your brain. It's the foundation for everything we're about to do.
All right, so we have our target. We've got our magic number, 7 kilowatt hours. Now we can finally move on to the next step, which is actually engineering the perfectly sized system to deliver that exact amount of energy. Not too big, not too small, just right.
But wait, it's not quite as simple as just aiming for 7 kilowatt hours. We have to be realistic. We have to apply what I like to call the Kenya factor. These are the unique local conditions that have a direct impact on how a solar system actually performs in the real world.
And this slide breaks down the two most important parts of that factor. First, on an average day, we get about 5 peak sun hours. That's our prime time window for making power. Second, and this is so important, you are going to lose about 20% of the power you generate before it even gets to your TV. It just disappears due to heat, inverter inefficiency. It's just physics. We absolutely have to account for this loss. So here's how the engineering works. It's so simple. Step 1. Our goal is crystal clear. We need to store 7 kilowatt hours of usable energy. Step 2. To make up for that 20% we know we're going to lose, we have to aim higher. So we actually need to generate 8.75 kilowatt hours. And that brings us to the logical conclusion, step 3. To generate that much power in our 5-hour sun window, the math leads us to one and only one answer, a 2 kilowatt system. That is the engineered sweet spot.
Okay, we've done the engineering. We've done the math. Now for the part everybody really cares about, the financial payoff. How does this perfectly engineered system turn itself from an expense into a genuine wealth-generating asset?
Let's talk money. A premium 2 kilowatt system with modern lithium storage and all the good stuff is going to cost you around 300,000 shillings in today's market. But by wiping out that 6,000 shilling monthly bill, your annual savings are 72,000 shillings. Right there, you can already see how the math starts to tip very heavily in your favor.
And when you divide that initial cost by the annual savings, you get your payback period. Get this, in just over 4 years, the system has completely paid for itself. From that day forward, you are generating pure profit. It's free energy.
This timeline really shows you the true power of owning this asset. You make the investment at year 0. By year 4.1, you've hit your break-even point. And the result, over the 25-year life of those panels, you haven't just saved some money, you have actively added over 1.4 million shillings back to your personal net worth. That's incredible. And that right there is the ultimate mindset shift. You've taken one of your biggest, most consistent liabilities, and through logic and smart engineering, you have transformed it into a high-performing asset that literally pays you dividends for decades to come.
So the real question is no longer if you should go solar, but how you're going to do it. By replacing random guesswork with simple engineering, you're not just buying some equipment, you're making a strategic financial move to stop renting your power and to finally start owning it.
If you believe wealth should be engineered, not guessed, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next strategy.